Mr. Manley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Alberta Energy Regulator has suspended a wide range of environmental monitoring requirements for oil sands companies during this pandemic. This includes suspending environmental reporting, wetland, wildlife, and bird monitoring, even though Canada is a signatory to the International Migratory Bird Treaty. Water that escapes from storm ponds doesn't need to be tested. Air quality programs, including for First Nations communities, has been reduced. Testing for leaks of methane, a powerful greenhouse gas, has been suspended. This after the federal government has provided $750 million in funding for methane emission reductions. The federal government has also just committed $1.7 billion to clean up orphaned oil wells. That mess is clearly the negligence of the Alberta government and is something that corporations should be paying for. Will the federal government hold the Alberta government to account and withhold energy sector relief funding until these environmental regulations are reinstated?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank the member for his question and for his very collaborative approach with our government on a number of issues. And I would like to thank him for this particular question and his particular reference to methane, because it gives me an opportunity to highlight some very important progress that the federal government made this week working with the province of Alberta. Just yesterday, Alberta joined BC and Saskatchewan and published its own draft regulations on methane. This will allow us, working with Alberta, to work on equivalency on methane, which will allow us to work towards standing down the federal system in those jurisdictions. This is tremendously important because it will allow us to cut methane emissions by 45% by 2025. Hugely important for fighting climate change together.